Hey, Treasure and fans. Chill Pal Big D back here again with another pickups video. This was a little bit different because of where I went to get these. Now, I mentioned on my weekly news update earlier this week that I went to a toy show over the weekend. I went to the toy show with my brother and my nephew. My nephew, like myself, is really big into Legos. My brother is too. We're all really big into Legos. We have been since we were kids. So there was a big toy show in San Jose, which is only about 35 miles away from us. So the three of us went there, and I've done this toy show several times over the years. They have it about every 3 or 4 months, and I never see any movies there, so I wasn't anticipating this. But when I walked in, I saw a ton of movie vendors. So I did what I do best, which I did my hunt, and so I did pick up a few titles. So I want to show you what I got from the toy show. So what did I get from the toy show? First off, I picked a movie called Delirium. I don't know. I got it for not much. I've heard about this movie before. It looked really interesting. So I picked up just because I like weird horror movies, so I got that. Same thing with this one, another weird looking horror movie, but Serum, have no idea, some injection, something happens, but I got that. Also picked up a movie, I've heard of this movie before, and I've seen it a couple places. I saw it at one of my local Goodwills a while back, and I also saw it at one of my favorite thrift stores a couple weeks ago, but both times they were scratched beyond belief. But I think it was $2. I picked it up there. It's a movie called Shredder. It's one of those movies where they're going to a ski resort or something like that. A bunch of, somebody starts hacking at people. Cheesy. I think it was 90s this one is. No, 2003. Cheesy videos, but I do enjoy these. I like horror cheese. I like the ones where it's just a bunch of stupid teenagers. They go up there and they're all idiots, and they all get like... I mean, it's just stupid because you're just like, no, why would you even walk in there? Why? Let's split. It's the whole cliche. So let's split up. Why? Stay together. There's safety in numbers. But I do enjoy movies like this because you can really just let everything go and just kind of sit there, and they're just fun. So I picked up this. The next thing I picked up, and I got this, I already own these movies. I just thought it was really cool looking. So I picked up the Howling trilogy, which is Howling 3, 5, and 6. 4, I don't know why 4. I still haven't figured out why 4 is always so weird. Like, I do have Howling 4, but it's on this collection disc with like 3 other movies. I don't know why that one. I think it's made by a different studio. Somebody owns the different rights to it, so it never ends up in these collection sets. But I picked up this, thought it was really cool. It's a tin. It's really neat, and you pop it open, pop out the movies inside, and then you have, was it Halloween 3 here? I mean, Howling 3, and then Howling, was it 5 and 6? Isn't that? Oh shoot, yeah, 5 and 6. So, it's real. I love stuff like this. I love stuff that comes in weird cases, and they just, you just split it, and it just looks really neat. It's all embossed and stuff. It's got a couple dings in there, but I think I got this for $3. So yeah, whatever. And then the big one that I got, and the one I was really excited about because I've been wanting to get this movie for a while, but every place I saw it was like 30, 40 bucks, and I managed to get this for like, I want to say it was 15 is what I picked this up for, maybe 10. But I picked up Vinegar Syndrome's A Death Row Game Show. I have always wanted to see this movie. I remember my friends when I was a kid would talk about this movie and how weird it was and the stuff that happened in this movie, and I always wanted to see it, but I never got a chance to, and they just so happened to have that there. And it was actually the same vendor that I picked up Jack Frost from at the Heroes and Villains convention I went to in December. They were there at this thing, so I managed to get this, and I talked them down to, I want to say it was 12, maybe 15, but I talked them down for the original $20 asking price for it. And I was really stoked. I can't wait to watch it. I'm totally going to watch it this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's what I picked up. Now you're probably asking me, did you pick up any toys? I did. I did pick up one toy, and I've been a big fan of Mego. Mego is a company that came out way back in the day that used to put they're dolls, but they're kind of action figures at the same time. They had the Star Trek line, they had Marvel, they had DC, they had a bunch of different series, and that they put out, and they're like dolls, but they have clothes to them, but they're action figures, I guess, at the same time. But I've always been a big fan of theirs. I still have a couple of my original ones, like my Robin from Batman and Robin, originally from back when I was a kid. And this is mid-70s. And then recently, about a year ago, Mego came back. And Target had the exclusive rights to some of this stuff at the beginning, and now they're starting to filter it. My understanding is now supposed to be sold at regular stores. But I found one there I just had to have really bad. It was one when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I really wanted this. I really wanted it bad. I could never find it. It was this figure and one other figure. And I really wanted them really bad. I never got them because by the time by the time by the time they got to these figures, the Mego line had started to falter quite a bit, and they weren't producing as much. So these were really, 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 really hard to get. So I saw this one. It's like one of the first things I saw when I ran in there. And I had to go grab it. And that figure is, I'm gonna go grab it. Hold on one second.